Hey guys, I'm doing an unboxing for my 6 cents package I got for Christmas. Um, so, seen some stuff that they've had recently, and uh, really been wanting to try them out, especially their soft plastics. So, show you what I got here. So the first one is gonna be the Cluck 5.4 in June Bug Red. Let's see what this looks like here. Oh, watch that out. So this is it right here, Cluck 5.4. So I do a lot of reservoir fishing here in Ohio. I live in the northwest part of Ohio, so it's just a lot of reservoirs and streams. If I can, I make it up to Lake Erie, and it's a smallmouth fishery, some largemouth bass, but this should work pretty well in the reservoirs because of the dead water. So I'm excited to try that out. Next is same thing. This time I got the Ned Fry. This one is black and blue flake. Black and blue flake. So same thing, Ned rigs. Like I said, I do a lot of reservoirs, small ponds around here. I live in like a little HOA thing, and up front they had two separate ponds that we can fish. I've always had a lot of luck with like topwater frogs and Ned rig stuff, and that's where I take my son. So these will be perfect for him. Next is the Divine Swimbaits. I've actually had these ones before. I actually like the Divine Swim Jigs, and they do pair really well with these. Much like the other Rage Tail swimmers, but I do like the Divine Swimbaits a little bit better than the other ones. The action is really good. I'm gonna take one out of this casing right here. They got really good action. I mean, that's out of water. So, all right. Next, I did get a free decal because I went over $75. Actually, I was close to $100, so I got the 6 cents decal for my truck. I did pick up the shirt. I did like the, it looks almost like the Route 66 shirt. I can't remember exactly what it's called, but I do like this one right here. That's it. That's the shirt that I really like from them. So, good space. Next one is gonna be the Prawn. This one I really liked. I first saw this one when Ben and Casey, they went up north to catch smallmouth, and they were catching. They caught Casey's personal best smallmouth. I mean, he doesn't really fish smallmouth that much, but I got this one in the dark water bug. The Lake Erie, it's pretty clear. Maumee River, where I fish a lot for smallmouth. It gets dirty. It's called the Mighty Maumee. So it does get pretty muddy. So dark colors will work best for there. So I am excited. I'm really excited to use the Prawn. Next would be the Stroker Crawl. I just saw this one. I got this one in Green Pumpkin. I did just see this one recently released, and I actually showed my wife the video, and I was like, yo, look at that action on that bad boy. How it flutters in the water, even with the swim bait. I liked it on the normal, just weighted jig, and then with the jig itself. And then the way, when it was hooked onto the swim jig, how the action was going with the two tails, I really, really like that. So that'll work good because, like I said, river reservoirs, crawdads are big, especially Lake Erie. I mean, you can't go wrong in Lake Erie with a crawl bait. And then I do have a whole case full of of the 6 cents crankbaits that I was getting for a long time, but I just, like I said, I ran out of room in my tackle box, so I ordered a bunch of other ones that came in this sack. So this one is the Divine Shaky Worm. Once again, reservoirs, you know, small creeks and stuff. That's gonna be really good. This is dark melon red. Let's see if I can get this better open. So I usually like the, you know, just like normal, I don't even know, like cream and stuff like that. I usually just get those worms because, you know, they're cheap and you really don't use them that much. There's some nature preserves that I've used worms in quite a bit, and they actually work really well. I mean, they're like extremely weeded up areas that are considered nature preserves, but yeah. So Speed Glide, I actually like this one pretty good too. I got the Speed Glide 100 and I got the 130 because that one I'm really gonna like for some of the lakes. So right now I got the Speed Glide 100 out right now. So compared to my hand, and then it's got the nice motion coming through the water. This one is, I don't remember what color I got this one in. Freshwater Ghost Hot Herring. A lot of the areas around here we have shad. Shad's the main forage fish around here. You know, gold shiners, emerald shiners. So shad, naturally. I mean, look, it looks good. So I did get the Dogma 115. I've been wanting to get one of the dog walking baits. I have a lot of their, you know, a lot of their not ploppers, but poppers, and like the crush and stuff. So I did want to add one of the walking baits because of the uniqueness, how it comes across. I got this one in I don't know, Bone Pearl. This one's Bone Pearl. I got another one. This is the Mag Dog 130. This is basically the same thing, just a little bit bigger. These ones look, these next to this and the Flow Glider, they're gonna work really well, like on the bays up near the lake when the bass come into the lake, or into the bays like Sandusky Bay, East Harbor, West Harbor. You know, the rock shelves that are right there on the edge of the bay. If you've ever fished Lake Erie, you know what I'm talking about, because I mean those break walls. I mean there's all kinds of bass there. So I mean, if I get a chance to go out to the islands, the big smallmouth, like for the stroker crawl and the prawn, that's gonna be hot. So I do like this early morning topwater here, especially like Sandusky Bay up near the Portage River. You know, I mean it's hot. So, and lastly, right, yeah, lastly I did get the Flow Glider 130. I've been wanting to get it, so I finally got it this time. And I know 130 is big. Like they were talking, like I was thinking of the sizes for like the Whopper Plopper. You know, you go 75, 90, 110, 130. So I kind of had a size of what it was gonna look like, and you know that's gonna look good. So, and this one is in 4K shad. So like I said, shad. That's the main forage fish up here. And as you can see, this other one is pretty similar to it. It's not exactly it, but the video for the Flow Glider, man, I saw it and I was like, yeah, I'm getting it this time. So I'm really excited to use this. I know I can use it in the reservoir and stuff like that, but I really want to use this like I said, out near the break wall, up near the reservoirs and stuff like that. So I mean, 6 cents. I mean, they make their their baits look so realistic to compared to some of the other companies out there. Like, you know, a lot of the time, uh, I'll get stuff from like, you know, Walmart, the Ozark Trail version, or you know, like Rapala, you know, the normal stuff you get at like a budget, you know, but like budget tackle and stuff like that. But 6 cents, their quality is, I mean, it's perfect. Like, um, I was using one of their I don't remember which one of their crankbaits up in East Harbor, and you know, every other cast I was, and it's if you've ever been, I mean, if you've ever been East Harbor, it's pretty shallow. There's a main, like, you know, like a main drag that runs through there for the boats that come in and out, but it gets really weeded up. But I was using that crankbait, and it was just ripping through. You know, and it was only like 6 foot deep or something like that, and it was just ripping through. And you know, like I said, like every other cast, I was catching bass, and I mean, it was probably the most fun day fishing I've ever had. So I was really excited to get more of these baits. It's my first unboxing video, so I know there's some, I stutter, all that kind of stuff. So I'll get better, but yeah, like I said, I'm really excited to use all this stuff, and let's hope everyone's as good at your fishing, good 2020, and let's get this thing going.